Welcome back, you beautiful people. Today's gonna be a good one because I got a lot to get off my motherfucking chest, okay? And also, real quick, I need you to peep the date. Peep the date real quick so I can prove September 5th. Alright, now you know. Now you know that this video happened before. I plan to use what I'm about to say in the future so I can prove that I knew it all the motherfucking long, baby. You already know what we're talking about today. We're talking about the Arizona Cardinals, baby. The most underrated team in the NFL. Let's go! Also, I brought a whiteboard this time just so I can stay on track. Alright, yes, baby. The Arizona Cardinals, and as you know, my favorite team. This has been since I started following football since like 2013, okay? First things first, let's bust out the whiteboard, okay? I don't know what the move is here. Nope, this ain't the move. Okay, here we go. You can see it? Sure. Alright, first I got Top Gun. Now, why would I have Top Gun at the top of my list? Because I'm about to use an analogy here. You know in the Top Gun, how they have to fly the planes below the mountain range to avoid the radar. They have to like fly close to the ground, you know what I'm saying? Alright, well think of that scene and think of the planes as the Cardinals, man. They are under the radar. I'm not even trying to be dramatic here. Like, I wish I would have brought receipts, but throughout the entire offseason, dude, all the like NFL lists that come out, you know, like power rankings, top 32 teams, top preseason teams, yada yada yada, whatever. Cardinals were at the bottom of every list, sometimes below the Patriots and Panthers. Bro, you're telling me that the Cardinals, I don't know how you can. Alright, that's by the way, I kind of low-key segued into that very nicely without even my list. The next bullet point is lists upon lists. Alright, because like I said, I wish I would have brought receipts. Like, wish I would have saved them. But if anybody follows the NFL, you probably know, man. You've probably seen them. Alright, let me put it this way. Nobody besides the people that actually know and follow the team know that the Cardinals are actually a good, decent team. Now, I understand. I get it. From the outside looking in, you look at it like, oh, the past 2 seasons, you've only won 3 games each time. 2022, Kyler Murray got hurt halfway through the season. That was also the same season where Cliff Kingsbury was still there and the culture was hot doo-doo trash booty. Cliff Kingsbury was elevated the offense, but was just not a good coach. The culture was terrible. 2023, Kyler Murray was out for the first 9 to 10 weeks. We did replace the coach and GM, think about it, bro. 2023, new head coach, new GM, and no Kyler Murray for the first 10 weeks. Of course, we're not going to win that many games, but when Kyler Murray did come back, we won 3. I've kind of, pounded the nail on this or whatever, but you get the point. They're under the radar. All of the lists prove it. Nobody thinks they're good. Next point, my evidence as to why they're good. JC 1000. What that is James Conner, baby. Last year he missed 4 games, still hit 1,000 yards rushing. He averaged like 4 to 5 yards per carry for the full healthy season. I legitimately think he's gonna have like 1,200 yards rushing and like 10 touchdowns, give or take. MHJ, you already know what that one is, baby. Marvin Harrison Jr. looks phenomenal in camp. They're throwing him goal line fades. He's coming down with contested catches. I mean, you've seen the viral clips of his route running. Without busting out the whiteboard, we got Trey McBride, okay? And if you don't know who Trey McBride is, dude, that's your own fault, but I promise you, you will know after the season. Last year with backup quarterbacks and rookie quarterbacks, and then obviously Kyler came in late last year, but Trey McBride had 820 receiving yards as a tight end, and it came on so strong, dude. They're going to have to either double MHJ or Trey McBride. I can promise you, and they can't do both. And if they do both, James Conner, baby. They bring people outside the box to cover Trey McBride and Marvin Harrison. Boom. 1,000-yard rusher right up the middle, breaking 3 tackles into the end zone. Dude, I promise I might be biased. I get it. I look like a biased motherfluffer, but I'm coming at you with facts. facts. Like, if you're disagreeing with what I'm saying, I genuinely think you're a casual. And, like, respectfully, I'm sorry if you don't. Like, I'm sorry for that name calling, but I feel like it's a harsh truth that you should probably know. Healthy K1 with run game. Now, why I put this is because, I don't know if you remember, but in 2021, when the Cardinals started 7-0 and 10-2, Kyler Murray, for that first half of the season, was an MVP favorite. Him and Aaron Rodgers, that was the year Aaron Rodgers ended up winning, but him and Aaron Rodgers were the MVP favorites. Point is, when the Cardinals were 7-0 and 10-2, and Kyler Murray was an MVP favorite, they had a top 10 rushing offense. So with this new regime, you already know that they're about running the ball. Last year, the Cardinals were top 5. So just imagine, the last time Kyler Murray had a top 10 rushing offense, he went 7-0 and was an MVP favorite. Now we have a top 5, and I said we, okay? I'm one of those people that say we. I'm sorry, it's a habit. I've identified as a fan from the team since 2012. Give me a break, please. Dude, there's honestly so much more I could get into, and I think I will in the future of just like, there's so many different things I could bring up and point out. The defense, I even admit, is low-key mid, but as from last year, it has improved. We've improved our D-line. No big, crazy names. It's not like we signed a Chris Jones or anything, but we got a lot of depth, more depth. We still have Budda Baker. We still have Jalen Thompson, Kaiser White. Dude, if you don't know, and the thing is, if you don't know the names I'm saying, that's why I'm saying you're the problem, is because, respectfully, you're just a casual. Like, you're just gonna, and from the outside looking in, you think this team is gonna be, just another 4 to 5 win team. Nah, bruh. Nah, I can promise you. So long that Kyler Murray stays healthy, this team is gonna be a wild card contender. Believe that. Mark it, stamp it, date it, baby. So that's kind of segueing into my next points. Bills weaknesses. Week 1, Cardinals versus Bills. And that is about, from the time I'm recording this, it's Thursday, right? So the very first NFL game is tonight, Ravens-Chiefs. Cardinals' first game is in, 3 days? It's on Sunday. Let's go over it, man. Bills' weaknesses, they only have one returning receiver that has caught passes from Josh Allen. That's the Shakir dude, who isn't bad. But I'm just saying, they lost Diggs, they lost Gabe Davis. So there's not a whole lot of chemistry. There's going to be some like a learning curve, or they got to build that chemistry. They have a new OC, I believe. Either a new OC or DC. I think it's DC. Defensive coordinator. So they have this new regime, new receivers. They've lost a lot of defense. Micah Hyde and the Jordan Poirier, the safety duo, they no longer have. They've lost even more people than that, too. I don't even have all the facts. I'm not even lying. I came into here not knowing things, but not knowing everything, and I still feel like it's enough to be convincing that the Cardinals, they're going to shock a lot of people, okay? Everyone and their mom picked the Bills to win, except one dude. I did see one guy. I think his name was like Jeremiah. He actually picked the Cardinals. He knows what's up. You know who else knows what's up? Kyle Brandt, baby. Good Morning Football. Shout out to Kyle Brandt. That dude is the only motherfluffer who knows what's going on. He's awake. So basically, if you don't know what I'm referring to, they had a segment of guessing like the wild card teams, guessing the playoffs before the season. Kyle Brandt had the Cardinals as a wild card team. Dude, okay. He's obviously not a casual. He knows what's up. Shout out to Kyle Brandt, baby. You're the only one that knows. Come on, baby. So with that, I will get into my week, my predictions, right? So obviously, I genuinely think the Cardinals have a great shot at winning week 1. Now, am I here to say I'm guaranteeing a win? Of course not. It's still Josh Allen. It's still in Buffalo. I get it. Josh Allen is a good quarterback. I'm not taking away from him. All I'm saying is I genuinely believe the Cardinals are going to come out swinging. And all I'm saying is I'm personally not going to be surprised when the Cardinals win by more than one score. Like, handedly. And everyone's going to be like, oh, shit, the Bills are frauds. No, bro. The Cardinals are just a legit team. Stamp it. Mark it. Whatever you want. It is worth noting, I'm not out here saying that the Cardinals are going to win their division, or I'm not even saying they're going to go 13-4. I'm not saying they're going 12-5. I'm not even saying they're going 11-6. My predictions for the Cardinals season this year, the 2025 Cardinals, I'm saying they're going around 10-7. 10-7, 9-8. I think that's really realistic, and I believe that they will make the wild card round. You heard it here first. 10-7, 9-8. That's where I predict the Cardinals to be around. I also predict a win week 1. And like I said, I know I'm biased, but also I'm coming at you with nothing. I'm not just talking straight out my mouth with garbage. Like, what I'm saying is valid. And if you don't agree, then you just might have to look at yourself in the mirror, because I've kind of driven home the point. There's a lot, dude. I could talk about this all day. I'm not even gonna lie. There's so much more I could get into. Yeah, I didn't even mention Greg Dortch or Michael Wilson, the other receivers that are so underrated. Like, there's so much I could say, genuinely. Oh my gosh. But I'll spare you. Last thing I wanted to get in this video before I wrap up is my fantasy. I'll talk about my fantasy a little bit to show you my leagues, get some feedback if anybody watches. I finally got this pulled up. So as you can see, this is my side of the family league. So this is a 14-man league. So it's a little crowded. So let's rock with it. So I got Dak Prescott, Jamar. Jamar was my first overall. Well, I picked 9th overall, but first round. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. The way the draft is going and like the randomness that was being drafted, I went receiver. I think it was a mistake. Like, my receivers are stacked, but at the same time, my running backs suffered. So I got Marvin Harrison, Tank Dell, and Jamar, which I think is a triple-headed monster and will be awesome. But my running backs, like I said, kind of suffered. So I got David Montgomery, which is a goal line back. So I'm hopeful he's going to turn out decent. Now I have Trey Benson, who should split carries with James Conner on the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are low-key a run-first team. So he should get a decent amount of touches. I guess I just don't know how confident I am about that one. I do have Jamal Williams. I'm trying to find a sleeper in free agency, but I just don't know who, because 2 years ago Jamal Williams had 17 touchdowns, but last year he only had like 1. So anyways, Evan Ingram, who was low-key looking good in preseason. I picked up Nick Chubb in like round 9. He's set to return in like week 7 or week 8, so I'll have him for the back half of the season. So my running backs should be good come week 9, I got Worthy up in there. I got Kirk Cousins as my backup, Cade Otton, and like I said, Jamal Williams. So yeah, 14-man league, rank it, see what you think. Then I have my other league with my wife's family, and this is only a 8-man league, so it was a little more stacked because there was obviously less players. But anyways, got Lamar Jackson, and first of all, the only mistake I feel like I made with this draft was I didn't realize how many Ravens I drafted. So it's a little bit scary. I drafted Lamar, Derrick Henry. I got Jacobs, A.J. Brown, C.D. Lamb, and Mark Andrews. At the flex, I got Brandon Ayuk, Dolphins defense, McPherson. And then on my bench, I got Kirk Cousins again, funny enough. Tank Dell, Jerome Ford, Najee Harris, Dalton Kincaid, Christian Kirk, and Spears. There's that. I'm feeling pretty good about this one, obviously, as it's a lot more stacked. And I have 3 Ravens playing tonight, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to start all of them. Obviously, I know that's not the wisest decision. If the Ravens have a bad game, then I'm, like, out of luck. But if they have a good game, then I'm chilling. So yeah, there's my fantasy teams. I just get my fantasy team out there before the start of the season, which is tonight, which is in T-minus like 12 hours from now, from when I'm recording from this. So shout out to that. I'm excited. I'm excited for this season, man. I appreciate if you're still listening to me. Comment. That is Rondale Moore now, who's now a Falcon, but I mean, fluff it. If you made it this far, comment him so I know. And I hope you listen to what I said today. Don't be walking around in casual land and thinking that the Cardinals are just going to be this 3-win, 4-win team and hot booty garbage. Because I can promise you, man, so long that they stay healthy, this team is a playoff contender. I believe it, and I believe it'll show in 3 days in week 1 when they go to Buffalo and win. Oh, I can't wait to like timestamp this, bro. I believe this. Now, I will admit I can be wrong. I'm not saying I'm going to 100% holy cow, rewind. I'm not saying I'm 100% going to be right about everything I said in this video, but all I'm saying is the Cardinals need more credit to their name. Alright, that's all I have for this video. Wanted to get this video out before the season starts, so appreciate you guys watching. Till next time, shout out to Jesus, baby.